Hi everyone, this is Toastbound Fashion. You're all welcome back to my channel. I want to appreciate you all for being there, for supporting my video by clicking on the liking button. And if you're watching my tutorial for the very first time, I welcome you to this channel. All you need to do is to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and share my videos as well. What I have today is how to make 8 pieces skirt. Comment this tutorial. Here is my measurement, the measurement I shall be working with. As you can see, I have the hip to be 36, the waist 30 inches, then the length 38.5 inches or 38.5 inches. This is what I shall be working with. Now I have my fabric here. Now, since it's an 8 pieces skirt, unlike 6 pieces skirt and 4 pieces skirt, the base for this one is going to be 12 inches. That is the wideness at the base. So I'm going to use the base to cut out the first 2 pieces of the front panel of this skirt. The two center front panel is what I shall be cutting out now. And like I said, I'm going to make use of 12 inches for the base. So I'm going to cut it out, after which I will show you what I've done. So to be easy, you can fold it this way so that it will be easy for you to cut it out. You can fold it like this. So when I'm done, I will show you. Now, as you can see, I've measured out the 2 pieces of this front panel, the two center 2 pieces. Now, like I said the base of this 8 pieces skirt is going to be 12 inches. So you can see, as you can see here, I have 24. This is two center front panel of the skirt. Now I'm going to slit this 24. I have 24 inches here as the width. I'm going to slit it into 2, and the length is still there. The length I said is 38.5 inches, and I've added about 1.5 inches for the folding at the base. So I shall be having roughly 40 inches for the length of the skirt. Now I've slitted it into 2. Now, to confirm the length, I'm going to measure for you to see. See, I have 39.5 inches for the length. Remember, the length is 38.5. It means I've added just 1 inch. So we are going to work. I'm going to work on these 2 pieces first, after which I use this to cut the 2 center back panel. see the way I've folded it into two? That's just the way I'm going to fold the second one and place it on each other. Like so. Now let's start in full. Now I have the hip of this skirt is 36 inches, if you still remember. Now I'm going to divide this 36 inches by 8. So 36 divided by 8 gives me 4.5. Now because this fabric is unfold, so I'm going to divide that 4.5 by 2. So I have about 2.5 inches. So, but before I start that, here I have the length to be 39.5 here. Now 39.5 divided by 2 gives me almost 20 inches. Now that 20 inches, I'm going to subtract 2 out of it. So I have 17.75 inches. It's not up to 18 inches. 17.75. So I have it here. This is my nail line. Okay, now this is my new line. So I have the calculation I did the other time. As regards the hip, I have about 2.5 inches. So I'm going to mark up to the nail line, about 2.5 inches. So it means it's not exactly 2.5 inches. I have like 2.75 or so. So as you can see, I've marked it to the nail line. So the next thing I shall be doing is to connect this line, connect it together. Now, having connected the lines together, now I'm going to extend this line by 0.5 inch. So here I will extend 0.5 inch, also down to the nail line, 0.5 inch, 0.5 inch, 0.5 inch. So I will also connect. Now, having connected another new line, the next thing I shall be doing is this new line. I shall be connecting it slantly to the base here, slantly to the base here, this new line, not this former one. So that is what I shall be doing right now. Now, as you can see, I've connected the line here up to the base in a slant form. So what I shall be doing next is to cut this shape out. So having cut it out, the next thing is to place this shape or these pieces, or one of these pieces. I'm going to place it to cut out the two sides of the front panel. Now I've cut the piece for the side of the front panel. So as you can see, I'm going to show you the width is still 24, that is 12, while the length is still 39.5 inches. Now I'm going to fold it this way. Can you see me? Having folded it like this, I'm going to slit it into 2 equal parts before I place the 2 center pieces to cut out the shape for the side of the front panel. If you have not subscribed my channel, for those of you watching my video for the very first time, please do, and make sure you always put on your notification bell so that you have access to my video each time I release, especially new videos. So having slitted it into 2 equal parts, I'm going to place it, fold it like this, and also this one I will fold, place it on each other like so. Remember, what shall be cutting out now is the side pieces of the center front, and I shall be using the 2 center pieces of the front panel. Let me make use of one. So I'm going to place it like this exactly. Just take your time, making sure that the placement is well placed in terms of one not wider than each other. So I'm going to mark the new line. The new line, if you can still remember the other time, I have 17.75. So from this edge here, can you see, from this edge, the first thing here is to mark the 17.75 so that I don't make mistake. I have accurate length or what have you. So at this point, I shall be making a slant curve using this one to cut up to this line. Okay, but before I do that, I'm going to calculate. Now I have my hip to be 36 inches, and 36 inches divided by 8 gives me 4.5 inches, and 4.5 inches, but because this is unfold, I shall be dividing that 4.5 inches by 2. I have almost 2.5 inches. But you remember the other time we added 0.5 on this, so I'm going to add that 0.5 plus that 2.5, which gives me 3 inches. But I'm going to add extra 0.5 inches because it's not a straight stitch, it's a designed one. So let me just have it this way. So I'm going to connect this line to this base here, or if you are in a hurry, just since you have placed a pattern which you are going to use to cut it out, just trace it and be very, very careful. So up to this line, I'm going to pause. Having paused, I'm going to remove this. Can you see what I've just done? So I'm going to leave it. Then I open it. First open this one. Now we also open this. Now I'm going to trace this line. I shall be tracing this line straight to the edge here. What I said was that I shall be tracing this line to the edge here, a straight line. So in order not to make mistake, I'm going to take my tape rule I have from here. I have from here to this place, I have 2 3/4 inches. So that is what I shall be using to trace the straight line. I will mark 2 3/4 inches, 2 3/4 inches, up to the edge here. Can you see? So from this place, this new line, I mark the interval here is 2 3/4 inches. That's the measurement. So just to get a straight line to this bit, because I shall be cutting this off, so I'm going to use this line to cut this part out. Can you see? So we have got our straight line here. So the next thing now is to place the center piece but before I place it, I'm going to measure 1 inch here. One inch. Measuring an inch up to the base. 1 inch up to the base. Now, as you can see, I've connected the line. Haven't drawn 1 inch up to the base. I've connected the lines. So the next thing I shall be doing is to place this. Let me make it like this. Now what I'm interested in is from the base up to the nail line. So I'm going to remeasure the nail line again. That's 17 3/4. So I will mark. This is where my nail line falls. Okay, so I shall be placing, can you see what I'm doing? I've placed this fabric, this one, right on the line. See, this line here is the seam allowance and a particular thing I need to do on this. So I've used it to close it up so that it won't distract my measurement. Okay, now also here I shall be marking 1 inch as well up to this nail line or up to the base. 1 inch. Now, as you can see, I've also connected the line, that is interval of 1 inch to the base here. Now let's start our measurement. Okay, so this is the front panel. Now the hip, the waist of this skirt is 30 inches, but because I'm working on the front panel, so I'm going to divide the waist by 2 first. So which gives me, that is 30 divided by 2 gives me 15 inches. So I have 15 inches to work out here based on the waist. Now I have here, remember this is 2 pieces. This is 2 pieces. So placing it right on this line, not at the edge here. If you can see me very well, let me show you so that, let me draw it so that you can see very well. Now what I said is this. I said I'm working on the front panel of this skirt. Now the waist of this skirt is 30 inches. 30 inches divided by 2 gives me 15 inches. Now remember this one is 2 pieces. So let me measure what I have here. I have, what I have here is 2 inches. Now 2 inches here. And as you know, this 2 inches here, this fabric here is unfold. So this 2 inches here is times 2, which is 4. but because it's 2 pieces, it means 4 times 2 gives me 8. Now, by the time I remove 8, 15 minus 8 gives me 7 inches. So I'm left with 7 inches to mark on the side pieces of the this front panel. So I'm going to come again. Here I have 2 inches, but because it's unfold, is 2 times 2, which gives me 4. But this pieces is 2, which means 4 times 2 gives me 8. Remember, I'm working on 15 inches for the waist. So 15 inches minus 8 gives me 7 inches. So I'm going to, it's 7 inches I'm left with now. Now, this one too is 2 pieces, which means 7 inches divided by 2 gives me 3.5 inches. So that is what I shall be marking right on the waist side of this fabric. I have 3.5 inches. Now, plus 1 inch for my seam allowance. So this is the waist measurement. Now, coming to the hip, I'm going to measure from this length 7.5 inches. So here is on this, I shall be doing my calculation based on the hip. Now, to start, I also have here 2 inches. 2 inches times 2, because it's on fold, I have 4 inches. But because this pieces is 2, so it's going to be 4 times 2, which gives me 8. Now, the hip here is 36. But because this is the front panel, I shall be dividing that 36 by 2 first, which gives me 18. Now, I have the calculation here of 8. It means 18 minus 8 will give me what? 10 inches. Now, I shall be marking my 10 inches. But remember, this is 2 pieces. So it means that 10 inches divided by 2. And 10 inches divided by 2 gives me 5 inches. So it's 5 inches I shall be marking right on the hip line here. 5 inches. Now, I'm very sorry, I'm not supposed to mark on the right side of this fabric. Sorry for that. Now, plus 1 inch for my seam allowance. Have my 1 inch here. Now, coming to the new line. The new line, remember on the waistline here, I have 5 inches. Now, coming to the new line, I'm going to subtract 0.5 from that 5. So that is what is going to be maintained on the new line. So I shall be marking 4.5 inches on the new line. 4.5 inches plus 1 inch for my seam allowance. So I'm going to connect this line to the new line. I connect this line to the new line, after which I'm going to make a slant shape here to match with this. Now, as you can see, I've connected the lines together, and I've also connected this one in a slant form to this edge here. So the next thing I shall be doing is to cut out this shape off. Having cut out this shape out, or this extra hair out, I will be placing this one, cutting the back panel. I place this one on it to use it to cut the back panel, but I'm going to extend it by 1 inch for the zipper allowance too, for the back. Then this one is exactly what I shall be cutting out for the back, the side of the back panel, the two sides. So let me quickly cut this off. It's very simple. If you can watch the tutorial carefully, and as you are watching, you can also try it yourself. You discover it's very easy to make. So I'm through with the front panel. All I need to do is to place this my front panel, or these front pieces, on the fabric to cut out the back panel. But for the back, the only thing you have to make is to extend this one by, I'm going to extend this line here maybe by 1.5 inches because of the zipper allowance. So when I am through with that, I will show you how the shape, what I've cut out. Now there's little clarification I want to make here. Ordinarily, I was not supposed to make or mark my measurement on the right side of this fabric. I was supposed to do it on the wrong side, and this is the wrong side. But because I've marked it on the right side, it means for the other two side I'm going to cut out. I'm going to place it like this. This is the wrong side. This is the wrong side. See what I've just done? I turn the right side down. Also the right side, I turn it this way. So we are good to go now. I'm going to place it. I've cut the back side pieces out. So cut it. So this one will be for this. Can you see? Right side. Then this one will also be for this. Right side, right side. So the next thing is for me to cut the two center pieces of the back panel. Now, as you can see, I've placed this the center piece of the front panel on this fabric to cut out that of the back. So I'm going to cut it out. So we are through with the cutting of this skirt. The next thing, because this skirt is a lining skirt, so I'm going to use exactly what I have like this to cut the lining. So it's so simple. Use it to cut the lining, after which the stitching will begin. Now I'm through with the cutting of this fabric, this skirt. Now this is the lining. I use the fabric to cut the lining out. It's very easy. All you need to do is just to place it on each other and trace the shape out. And exactly what I did on the lining is what I also did on this. This is very adhesive. It gums. It's a stay, we call it stay. You just place it just to give it a befitting look. That's just the essence of this. And I'm through with the cutting. Now we have come to the end of this tutorial. If you like my video, click on the liking button. If you have not subscribed before, please subscribe so that I can update you with new videos. Thank you very much for watching this tutorial. Bye for now. Can you see the skirt now? This is the front panel. Can you see with stripe? So, like in the video, I supposed to leave 0.5 inch as a seam allowance, but because of this stripe, that was why I left 1 inch. Can you see? Even at the back, this is the back side of the skirt. Can you see? So beautiful and lovely. Can you imagine? This is wow. You continue the tutorial.